All right. Supreme Court's shocking verdict on local government autonomy. Fayose says it won't work. We want to get into that real quick. But I was hoping you'll be able to bring us up to speed with what this means. Apparently, there's some kind of
Yeah,
verdict.
the question to be asked, um, His Excellency, former Governor of Ekiti State, Mr. Ayodele Fayose, is why would it not work? Why
So
would it not work?
let
So,
me just for people, just for the viewers, right?
yes,
Let me read a quick excerpt from pulse.ng. He gave three major reasons. So and then you can speak to it, and then at least please educate some of us on what this even means at all. Some
okay.
kind of money access from the state government, federal, maybe help us understand it. But this is what pulse.ng is reporting as far as the three major reasons local government autonomy won't work. It says, let me see, on Thursday, July 11th, 2024, the Apex Court ordered the federal government to henceforth pay allocations directly to the councils from the federation account. This implies that state governors will no longer have access to allocations meant for local government development. Now, number one reason why it won't work, according to Fayose, there can't be local government bosses without governors. Fayose believes the influence of state governors of the emergence of local government chairmen across the country will undermine the goal and purpose of local government autonomy. He stressed that nobody from the grassroots can become a local government chairman without the support of a governor. And I quote, I'm not a lawyer, I am a politician, and by God's grace today, I'm an elder statesman. While I love and do not believe that any government should take local government funds, may I say to you very clearly this evening that you cannot take the baby from the mother. There is nobody that can become council chairman without a governor. Anybody telling you otherwise is wasting his time, he said, emphasizing the relationship between governors and local government bosses. Fayose said the federal government cannot take the baby from the mother. Number two, state lawmakers regulate local government activities. The ex-governor also explained that the oversight function of the State House of Assemblies over local government councils would hamper the independence of local councils. Fayose said, any council chairman who says money is coming to me, I will disrespect my governor. The House of Assembly will tell you to go and disobey him inside the house. This is because you can never even be a council chairman without the governor signing up for you. The House of Assembly regulates your activities. Number three, autonomy will encourage malfeasance in local government areas. Another reason the Ekiti politician disapproved of the local government autonomy is the perceived tendency of local government officials to skip work. He believes autonomy will worsen their already poor attitude to work. Fayose submitted that states should continue to run the affairs of local government areas because they are more effective in administrative performance than the local government chairman. He said, and I quote, go to the council meeting on Wednesday or Friday. You will not find 10% of the staff of the local government in the office. They don't come. My name is Ayo Fayose, and I want them to dispute this. They don't come to work. When you make moves to bring them to book, both NULGE and all leaders of the local government will go and beg the governor. They'll be telling you, we will not vote for you. This is the way we operate at the local government. The state is more effective in administrative performance than the local government. At the local government, everyone comes to collect money. Even people have left some states. They live somewhere else and money just hits their accounts. I wanted to read that so that you can have enough to
Yeah,
work with there.
I hope we'll be able to handle this. Within the time schedule. But let me tell
No,
you,
you're good. Your time starts now, not before.
yeah. Let me now, Ola. Let me tell you,
Uh-huh.
with due respect, Mr. Fayose is standing logic on the head. How did local government become what? What he has just um, what? How did our local government get to unravel, become a place of ineptitude where workers will not come to work and then they get paid? In the past, of course, you were a living witness to the fact that I was a personal assistant to a local government chairman in Nigeria before. And while we were in office, the beginning of the matter that was brought before the Supreme Court, which has just been determined, is this: the issue of Joint Account Allocation Committee, JAC, Joint Account Allocation Committee, JAAC. What happened was that there were some local governments that were mega in size. For example, the old Akure local government, before it was broken to Akure North and Akure South, or Lagos Island local government then. These were really big, and there were concentration of super teachers, workers, all kinds of people in this big local government. So it became so difficult, extremely difficult for the local government to be able to pay the statutory salaries every month, and then still had enough money to do what you would call what the one they call ongoing projects, capital projects from time to time. So overhead costs was taking much of local government funds. And there were local governments that were so small on the map, and in terms of fiscal responsibilities, they had, after having taken care of the immediate overhead costs, salaries, and what have you, the current expenditure, they had huge money to throw around. So, in order to address this seeming fiscal imbalance, representations were made to the military administrators and federal government of the time. That was how they said there will be a pool through which the money is meant for local government allocation coming from federal accounts will be funneled or channeled through state governments. And then when this lands as a bulk, each state will now decide on what should go to each local government based on its unique needs and size of fiscal responsibilities. That was the origin. I mean, that is the origin of the joint account allocation arrangement that was in place. And you will find out that right from the outset, when this arrangement started, commissioners for special duties, local governments, and what have you, were making humongous amount of money, and they, in return, were settling whoever was their principal, maybe as military governor or military administrators, and that is the malaise that they carried over into civilian democracy. Since these people came, you know, all kinds of things had happened. Supposedly, at least apart from having to serve in office with my then principal, the then Accra, the last chairman of old Accra local government, Mr. Idowu Otetubi, who recently has just been installed the big man of ICANN for Southwest Nigeria and Ondo State. See, since the coming of the current breed of politicians, they have taken the heart to unimaginable and all ridiculous extent, such that hardly there are all kinds of allocations, all kinds of funds coming to local government. Part of it is ecological fund. There will be flood, there will be all kinds of disasters at local levels. You don't see this local government chairman spending anything on it just because they had sat down, or they must have sat down with governors and who have you to share what, because it's part of their loot, and nobody questions them. This is what we're talking about, and all the things that Governor Fayose has articulated in a country and in a section of the country, Southwest particularly, where they had been asking for true federalism. What he has just described from what you paraphrased or what you read to our audience, could that be described as a true mirror of local government administration? We live in America. Is that the way the governor of Kansas, state of Kansas? Is that the way he will be controlling the mayor of the city where I live, or the mayor of the county, Johnson County here? Is that the way it happens in your community in New Jersey? Certainly not. What he is describing is opposite to the way a true federation is supposed to operate. Just because things got so messed up in Nigeria, the abnormality now is what Fayose is trying to normalize.
He's trying to normal. That's what I sense too.
Yes, it's numbing us. It's glamorizing evil as if that is supposed to be. It never used to be like that. Everybody, like Chief Ayo Fayose, our dear uncle, was the chairman of Old Akure Council. You go and check with him. And even while he was doing that, he did not do it full time. He was still the principal of Olivet Baptist High School in Oyo. He still had time to plant other schools all over the Southwest. This is a man who was an old teacher to the late governor of Oyo State, Shivola Ige. He's still alive as the leader of Yoruba socio-political organization. Probably culture is part of what they also superintend.
Mm-hmm.
These people functioned with highest degree of autonomy. The late Chief Michael Adekunle Ajashi was chairman of our council. Things were not like this under them. Chief Ayo Fayose, during one of my last visits home, described to me the enormous amount of what we call road constructions that he carried out within Akure and its environment. So whatever Fayose is describing is the new normal in Nigeria, which has become an aberration. What the Supreme Court has ruled, I believe, is more appropriate and would safeguard Nigeria's authentic federalism. Period. So begin to describe local government as the child,
as the baby. You cannot take the baby from the mother.
Honestly, that is like standing logic on his head. It's like you are saying the whole human being is the father of DNA, its building block.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's very illogical. I don't know where this kind of you see, you have all kinds of people.
The only sense I can make out of it, sir, is that he's saying, that's the only sense I can make out of it. There must be a
point at which you say enough is enough. That is what the Supreme Court has done. Thank you very much.
Right. All right. Awesome. Thank you so much for that. Let us know your thoughts on this one. I'm sure you guys will have some opinions on this. Share your thoughts and your opinions on this local government. Do you think it's a good idea, or do you think enough is enough? It's time for Nigeria to wear that big pant and stop.
He's almost telling us enough is enough.
Step it up.
Everybody. Fayose. Yeah. Our own dear good man.
Yeah.
The inventor of stomach infrastructure himself.
So let me take this last 30 seconds. I remember that there were cases when Fayose was actually praised for walking into, I don't know if it was local government offices or civil servant offices, and people would start even him as a governor, and people would not come to work, and then they start rushing in, and he would tell them, I think he told them to kneel down, or they were begging, that he was telling them that they're all fired or something like that. I remember some.
Probably you do. I don't recall any of such, but I remember there were times he was threatening to jump down from the balcony of some building, and then everybody had to begin to beg him to
was he running from the EFCC? I know there was one time he was running.
He was governor. He was supposedly a governor at this time, threatening to jump down from the balcony, and then people were now, he's capable of.
He wanted to commit the ultimate S.
I do not know, but what I suspect is that he is a theatrist. He knows how
he's a dramatic person.
Yes, he knows how to, drama king. You can call him a drama king. He knows how to dangle it behind. Before the spectators and the audience, and then that kind of traction is good for him, and the
Gotcha.
optics is also superb for political appeal. So I think that is what Fayose does a number of times.
I see. All right. Do us a favor, hit the like button, share, subscribe, and follow everywhere. Help us share. We'll be back in about 20 seconds.